Things really could not have worked out better for Yuki Tsunoda. Tesla recalled 46,000 Cybertrucks because people kept dumping their garbage in them. And F1 pundits, at least some of them, have lost their minds. Let's talk about Yuki Tsunoda real quick. So if you haven't heard, it's confirmed. Yuki Tsunoda will be driving in Japan, not Liam Lawson, or at least for the Red Bull team anyway. And this worked out really well for Yuki Tsunoda for a lot of reasons. It worked out better for him than had he been the 2025 original pick. Liam Lawson, he softened the seat for Yuki Tsunoda. If Yuki gets in there and bends it, and I hope he doesn't because the first race is Japan, I hope he does really well there. But if he gets in it and can't, drive the car, or the car spins out or something like that, I think at this point, the general public is just going to start blaming that second car a little bit more than they would blame Yuki Tsunoda. I mean, we've had a string of pretty good drivers come through there, and the second car has always suffered. I think at this point, people are just going to be like, you know what, just keep Yuki there. You know what I mean? What else are you going to do? Who else are you going to bring over? I think Red Bull embarrassed themselves, and they embarrassed Liam Lawson. Clearly, Liam Lawson was not ready for that car. The poor guy only had, I think, 11 races under his belt before moving into one of the twitchiest cars ever. But, I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to say, no, I want to drive the easier to drive car? No, you got to make the decision. And then you got to hopefully, tame that beast for a couple of years. So they embarrassed themselves. They embarrassed Liam Lawson. But they actually made Yuki Tsunoda a hero because he was denied the opportunity. And then people demonized Christian Horner and what's his name? Helmut Marko. And now it's Yuki's turn. And the amount of free publicity that he got for being snubbed, only for it to end this way, really good. If he can capitalize in Japan, solid, done deal. Let's talk about the Cybertruck for a quick second. So it does look like a trash can. If you're a Cybertruck fan or Cybertruck owner, that's fine. It's fine to look like a thing. It looks like a trash can. BMW Z3M Coupe, which is one of my favorite cars in the world. It was nicknamed the clown shoe. So I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying it does look like one. Anyway, that's not why Tesla recalled it. The National Highway Safety Administration has warned that the stainless steel pieces called the cant rails could detach during normal use of the vehicle, causing a hazard. The recall applies to more than 46,000 Cybertrucks and is the 8th recall for the EV since customer deliveries began a little over 14 months ago. That's really, really bad. And it's not necessarily because it's an EV. I think it's because it's a car that the main guy, the main dude, doesn't care about. I mean, remember Elon Musk I think he was the PayPal guy. And he's making rocket ships to go into outer space, and he's a pseudo part of the government right now. There's no moral support from this guy for these cars at all. I don't really think he cares, and I'm not really sure he ever truly cared. To be honest, he didn't start Tesla. He bought Tesla. It was an investment, and I think it was, a way to garner favor with, certain demographics and whatnot, and to get some, political power, and then just cash out on to the next. So if you are the proud owner of one of these things, I don't know what I would suggest you do. It would make a really good planter. A good planter. Really big, but really good. That's about it. And Formula One pundits, at least some of them, have lost their minds. And these are guys that I, respected, still respect to a certain extent, and still watch a little bit to a certain extent. But I think that the inability to be unbiased is really showing in a lot of pundits. And I don't know. Is somebody paying them off? Are they just, that blind? Like, it's not all of them. And I'm not even going to call them out by name. But if you look at the Lewis Hamilton thing, he's come over to Ferrari, and he's already won a race. Yes, it was a sprint race, but he's already won one. He's outqualified Charles Leclerc 2-1. And even after his second pit stop at the, what was it? Was it Chinese GP? The Chinese GP, he closed 17 seconds on Charles Leclerc, and Charles Leclerc is no slouch. And this is all like 5 minutes after jumping into the car. And people are like lamenting the passing of his skills. But then in Max Verstappen's first, like crappy season, well, since he started, winning championships, they're already defending the people who are saying that Max Verstappen is washed up. I don't know anybody who's saying that Max Verstappen is washed up, but some of these folks are already getting ahead of the message. And the thing that I would say is Max Verstappen is an amazing driver, and he needs a good car to drive. Lewis Hamilton is an amazing driver, and he needs a good car to drive. Lewis Hamilton has had a crap car with the Mercedes for a very long time, and his driving reflected it. And Max Verstappen, he's getting his first season in a while with a crappy car or a substandard car, and his driving is reflecting it, because Formula One takes both the car and the driver. And that's why they have the Drivers' Championship and the Constructors' Championship, because you kind of have to merge the two. And that's part of what makes it so exciting. But I think all the false lamentation of Lewis Hamilton not doing well at Ferrari when he's had a great transition, especially considering they just built a brand new car. I think some folks just need to calm down. And again, it's not because, I'm a Lewis Hamilton fan. I am a Lewis Hamilton fan, but I'm a Max Verstappen fan and a Norris fan and a Piastri fan, because I like watching quality driving. And if you can drive a car, then yeah, I'll be a fan. But it goes beyond that, I think, for some of these pundits, and it's kind of making them hard to watch. It's not all of them. I would say it's a small percentage, but it is something to watch out for, because, even if you're a fan of one of the folks that they're favoring and you don't like the one that they're not favoring and it kind of feels good in the moment, it is actually a lot more rewarding to, root for someone, but then also, recognize, the greatness and the skill in other folks, because it just makes it a broader scope of interest, and just I would say a much more characterful, experience. Wow, that got deep. All right. Well, anyway, I've been Dalton. This has been the Petrol List, and you have been great. Thanks for watching. I'm out.